Welcome to my YouTube channel. I created this channel to share my passions, and I'm excited to share my content with you. What is an APK file? APK stands for Android Package Kit, and it is the file format used by the Android operating system for installing apps. What APK file is used on Android? Installing apps from the Google Play Store. Installing apps from other sources. Testing and debugging apps, distributing apps. What does an Android APK file program do? APK file typically contains single Android program with the following components: code, resources, manifest, libraries, assets. What is the process for creating an APK file? The process for creating an APK file involves writing the app's code and resources, compiling the code using the Android SDK, and then signing the resulting APK file using a signing key. How to install APK files manually on an Android device. Enable installation from unknown sources. Download the APK file. Locate the APK file. Install the APK file and launch the app. How to open APK files on Android. APK files are designed to be installed on Android devices and cannot be opened like a regular file. Instead, users need to install the APK file on an Android device to run the app. How to extract APK files on Android devices? Extract the APK file from an app. Here are the steps to extract an APK file. Download and install the APK extractor. Open the APK extractor. Extract the APK file and share the APK file. How do I view the contents of an APK file Android program? APK files are compressed archives that contain the code, resources, and other files required to run an Android app. While APK files are not meant to be viewed or edited directly, there are tools available that can be used to view the contents of an APK file. What tools are required to create an APK file? To create an APK file, users need to have the Android Software Development Kit (SDK) installed on their computer, as well as a code editor, such as Android Studio or Eclipse, and a signing key to sign the APK file. What are some tips for creating an APK file? Some tips for creating an APK file include optimizing the app's code and resources for performance and file size, testing the app on multiple devices and Android versions, and following best practices for app security and user privacy. Are there any legal or ethical considerations when creating an APK file? Yes, when creating an APK file, developers must ensure that they have the legal right to use any third-party libraries or resources included in the app. Additionally, developers must follow Google's policies and guidelines for app development and distribution to ensure the app is safe and user-friendly. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel and learning more about what I have to offer. Please consider subscribing to my channel and joining our community.